Go. What is here? All right, y'all. What's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back in the house with another CB99 live stream, and I got a special guest in the house. This my man right here. It's BJ from No Filter MMA. Matter of fact, he is No Filter MMA. What's going on with you, BJ?
Man, just got home, bro. Chilling. When it's time to talk flyweight, that's I'm in the building, dog.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like, I've been coming over to your spot. I say I gotta have my man over here, because he be giving me some informative information, and I mean, you be keeping WMMA alive for real. That's why I gotta say, man, because I'm a big fan of it. I've been a big fan of women's mixed martial arts forever, and it's just good to see somebody else with the same energy about it, bro.
Absolutely, and it don't get talked about enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I think that women's MMA it's very exciting, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's women. I don't know what it is, but women's MMA is just it's so exciting, man. So exciting.
For real, man. It's like, I have the same passion about, like, boxing is my number one. Boxing my one love, man. But like, when I started seeing these women throw down, I'm just in MMA, like, I used to not really be like a mixed martial arts fan, but when I just seen the women do it, there was something about it, man. There's something about it was just real,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. They giving everything, man. They in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about it, man. The women, they go in there and they fight hard. That's why I like when you see a women's fight that's kind of lackluster, it's like a real big letdown because the women go in there, man. I mean, just for example, Andrade and Chukagian, dude, they were on full steam in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard, man, to not watch it. It's hard to not watch it.
Yeah, man, for real. That's a good example, man. Just like the energy somebody like Andrade brings. Now she bring it to 125 pounds. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that, bro. We gotta go in on that. But real quick, man, it's fight weekend coming up. We got Claudia Gadelha versus Xiaonan coming up. What's your thoughts on this fight, man?
This fight, man. This is one of those fights, dude, that, like, I feel like it's a make or break fight for Claudia Gadelha because Claudia is gonna have to show up. And the reason I say that is because Claudia, what's up, Savage WMMA fan? What's good, man? I see you in the comment section. Shut up, Marcus Bell. Man, Marcus Bell get on my nerves, dude. I swear, dog.
it's all love, though, man.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, Mr. Bell.
I feel like Xiaonan is going to force Claudia Gadelha to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Claudia Gadelha can be, she's had cardio issues in the past. Like, and we've seen in her last couple of fights that she's somewhat, rectified those issues. But Xiaonan is going to bring the fight to Claudia Gadelha. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's an interesting matchup for Claudia.
Yeah. Looking at this fight, for me, I kind of see it as like I won't say like a crossroads fight or like a fight where Claudia loses everything, but I kind of feel like this is a fight where Claudia got to show us something now.
Yeah.
It's definitely like her last chance, like, to say, is she top 10 material or is she top 5 material,
Right. Yeah, I feel that for sure, dude. Because if Xiaonan can beat Claudia Gadelha, man, Claudia Gadelha, I seen people saying she should go to 125, you know what I'm saying? Something. Mm-hmm. But man, dude, that'll be a huge win for Xiaonan. It'll be a big loss for Claudia Gadelha. Big loss.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, people saying she should move up to 125. Like, as much as we say 115 is a beast, imagine Claudia going to 125. Is that going to benefit her? I mean, that's too many killers growing killers at 125 for even.
Yeah, man, I don't think that'll benefit her, dude, because like I said, she's had those cardio issues. The cardio issues could be from cutting a lot of weight, or it just, or if she goes to 125, that can either get better or that could get worse. So it's kind of a gamble at 125 for somebody like Gadelha, because that extra 10, 15 pounds. She gonna feel that.
Oh yeah, she's gonna feel it. That's why, like, when I see her now and the way she's gassing, like, after 2 or 3 rounds. I just, I just don't see her hanging 125 or hanging with somebody like Xiaonan right now. Like, what do you think of Xiaonan as far as her momentum right now? When you look at her resume, like, I know some people say her resume doesn't really have the top names, but what makes you think that she can pull off this upset with Claudia?
Just her pace, man. Like her pace, dude. Like Xiaonan, to me, she's a little similar to like Marina Moroz. You know what I'm saying? Like she just brings the fight, man, and it's a lot of stuff, a lot of volume coming at you. You know what I'm saying? And Claudia gonna have to keep up, man. It is what it is. No matter where these fighters are ranked, it doesn't change what their skill set is, and it doesn't change how they fight. Xiaonan is gonna, like I said, bring the fight to Claudia, and Claudia gonna have to figure that shit out because this is not an easy fight for Gadelha.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy for her because I look at Yan and like like her hand speed is so much
better, man.
And the fact that I don't think she's gonna go in there with the mind frame to try to stop Claudia because nobody stopped Claudia at this point.
Right.
But I think she's smart enough to know I just got to go in there and just beat her on the cards. Beat her by points.
Right. Yeah. I think that's the approach that she's gonna take too. Because I'd hate for her to try to spend a whole lot of time trying to finish Claudia Gadelha and not get to finish. Because Claudia is good at getting out of those situations where she's just getting her ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like she's good at avoiding the finish. You know what I'm saying? And Xiaonan is on a crazy run, man. I mean, just in the UFC alone, Kaylin Curran, Viviane Pereira, Sayuri Kondo, Angela Hill and Karolina Kowalkiewicz is under her belt. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad resume coming into the UFC, bro.
Yeah, and you just gotta I know we all say Karolina was damaged already, but I mean, what did Yan do? Didn't she break her eye socket too?
Yeah, dude. Yan hurt her, dog.
Yeah,
she hurt her, dog. Karolina just been getting beat up everywhere.
And I think that Yan, her win over Angela was much more convincing than Claudia.
Me too. Yeah.
Look, Marcus said people that call Yan a decision queen need to take a look at Claudia's resume. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Xiaonan can fight. She can fight.
Yeah, she can fight. So going into this one, man, what are you thinking? How do you think Yan's going to take this fight?
If Claudia Gadelha gasses, I think Xiaonan can get the finish. I really do, man, because I think she has that killer instinct. But if Claudia Gadelha doesn't gas, I can still see her just with speed and movement, the way she moves. Claudia can get kind of flat-footed halfway through a fight when she starts to sweat. She can get a little flat-footed, and I just think that Xiaonan has great cardio. She's gonna bounce around that hole. She's gonna bounce around that cage. She's gonna use the octagon to her benefit, especially with the cardio, knowing that she's gonna try to draw out those cardio problems of Claudia Gadelha. You know what I'm saying? By just staying mobile, staying on her bike, lateral movement. I think she'll pick Claudia Gadelha apart. I really do. Unless she does something dumb, like try to fight in the pocket with Claudia Gadelha. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where Claudia can be kind of dangerous with those big shots. You know what I'm saying? I think she should stay at distance, stay at range, and really just kind of outwork Claudia. I think that's a great way to instead of don't try to mix it up with Claudia too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like even though Claudia gasses out like in the third round, she's still like a fighter. You got to fight.
Right. Yeah.
All 3 rounds. You got to be in there all 3 rounds. I mean, you go look at Joanna. You got to be a full-time fighter with Claudia because the minute you get up, that's when she gets you.
Right.
Real quick, Savage WMMA fan says Yan has been impressive so far. Yeah, she's definitely been impressive. Marcus, and if anyone noticed that Claudia doesn't wrestle like she used to because of those cardio issues.
Yeah. I'm on that.
If she tries to stand at all, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, but the thing about Claudia though that I found impressive, even though she does have gas tank issues, we all know that, is she still tries to press you up against the cage. She still tries to slow you down. She still tries to take you down sometimes. She does go for takedowns, you know, in the later rounds of some of the fights that she's been in. You know what I'm saying? So if she can get the takedown and put Jan on her back and kind of slow herself down, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good game plan for Claudia. If she feels like she's gassing, put Jan on her back, man. Claudia's got the grappling. She's got the takedowns. You know what I'm saying? Use it. Use it. Take her down. Slow her down. You see a lot of grapplers do that, man. When you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when they're forced to stand, you know what I'm saying, or they're standing, you know, they'll get a takedown and they'll just they'll rest. They'll get that rest. Well, I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But Claudia could do that. You know what I'm saying? She has the grappling.
Yeah. Yeah. Some fighters, I know what you mean, they're like kind of lay on you just to take some time.
Right,
you know?
right.
It might be ugly to the crowd, but I mean, Claudia at this point, that's kind of what she got to do.
Right.
So, yeah, for me, yeah, if Claudia does that, then yeah, I think she could win the fight if she does at least 2 rounds of that, just using her strength.
Right.
And just putting her flat on her back. But, I mean, looking at some of, like, Jan's fights, have you ever seen her do good on the ground? Has she ever, like, had to fight on the ground?
I don't think in the UFC you've seen much of Jan on the ground. I don't think so. I'd have to go back and really look. There may have been a couple exchanges on the ground with Angela Hill, if I'm not mistaken. I know it didn't go to the ground with Kovalevich, but it may have went to the ground once with Hill, if I'm not mistaken. I just have to go back and watch that fight.
Oh, okay.
Man, these fights run together after some time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, man, I'm gonna have to go with Jan too. I gotta say, if she can keep the pace from the first round and piece her up, she could get a unanimous decision. But if Claudia got her judges in the house, then I think it might be a controversial win for Claudia. But I'm gonna still go with Jan. I think Jan can pull out a split decision.
I damn near forgot about the judges. They love Claudia.
Yeah, like it's going to be split going by what the judges say, but believe me, I think it's going to be a piece up for Jan.
Me too. I'm with you on that.
But yeah, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I know what Savage said, he got Jan. What do you think, Marcus?
Marcus said no more get by wins for Claudia.
Oh, okay. We know what that means.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, man, moving into this flyweight talk, man, because flyweights, man, it's one of the it's catching my eye, bro. It's catching my eye. Like I said, I gotta say thanks to you, man. You've been putting some energy on him.
I'm telling you, man, the flyweight division is people sleep on that division like no, like the reactions and the things that people say about the flyweight division is just, to me, man, it's just it's like the Wild West. I'm just like, what in the heck? This division is so fucking exciting, man. Like this division is exciting as hell. And y'all just sleeping on it. Y'all are sleeping on this whole division. You know what I'm saying? I love this division.
Right. Like I'm not saying it's on the level of a strawweight division, but I'm saying there's gems in there. There's talent in there where we can actually make arguments. So
absolutely.
And like I said, I thank you, but you know I gotta thank Miranda too. You heard me, right?
You know what, man?
Let me stop.
I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about that later. But
well, all right. Joshua will be back. Jojo will be back.
Okay. All right. Yeah. She'll be back. Look, shout out to Jojo. You know, she had to go in there and do what she did. But for real, man, flyweight division, man, like let's talk about these like top fives. Like let's start with Lauren, man. Like for people who don't know my channel, like can you tell us a little bit about that little interaction with him on Twitter? Like if y'all haven't seen his video, go to his channel and check it out. But give us a little just what happened over there, man.
Okay, so Lauren Murphy, she posted, you know what I'm saying, that you know, they offered her the fight, that she's, you know, she's been saying she wanted to fight even after the fight with Sharapova, whatever, that Shakarova, that's what it is. She was saying that she still wanted to fight Cynthia Calvillo. So I'm pretty sure the UFC heard her running her mouth, and so they offered her the fight with Calvillo, and despite what was said, and she was saying, there was other things in the contract, which I don't know what she's talking about, but she was saying there was other things in the contract that she had to think about, she had to sleep on. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, like I get that, but when you saying that you want to fight with a certain person, the circumstances are the circumstances that were around Calvillo and Murphy, with Calvillo pulling out or whatever. Then when that fight is put in front of you, I would think anyone would think that you would take the fight right away.
Right.
And when she told him she needed to sleep on it, they moved on to Katlyn Chookagian. You never gave us a yes or no. I'm thinking about this from the UFC standpoint. She never gave a yes or no, and so they moved on. So I commented and said, should have taken it. And then she screamed, barked back. Lauren Murphy herself barked back, I did take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I'm thinking about, and I just didn't even respond. Like, I'm not going to get into a war with Lauren Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know plenty of Lauren Murphys in my life, and they like to argue. And so I didn't even argue back with her. I just made a video and was like, in this critical time at 125 pounds, you know what I'm saying, when you got people that have come into the division like Calvillo and Andrade coming into this division, what it spells to the casual is that, okay, the rest of y'all are not good enough to make anything exciting for Valentina. So two exciting girls from another division are now here to shake shit up. Lauren Murphy should have, for one, automatically Cynthia Calvillo and Jessica Andrade are in front of Lauren Murphy. Just for the win, the wins that they just got, Chookagian and Jessica Eye, of course they're going to be in front of Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy should have been chomping at the bit to fight either one of those girls. There should have been no question that she wanted to fight Andrade or Calvillo. She knows that both of them are being pushed to the front of the division, and if she's getting the opportunity, she wants to fight for the belt. All she been hollering of the belt. And then when the fight that'll get you to the belt is presented to you, you tell the UFC that you have to sleep on it. I don't see any problem in what the UFC did, because Chookagian wants to fight. Chookagian wants to get that loss back from Andrade. I ain't gonna lie, man. Chookagian, that was the best Chookagian I've seen in the fight with Andrade. I mean, aggressive super aggressive Chookagian. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was looking good in that fight. And I feel like Lauren Murphy, like I said in my video, stuck her own foot up her own ass. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because going by what I saw on on her Twitter when you posted it, that was how I read it. Like, she got a little confrontational, put that in all caps, said, I did take the fight. I actually talked about it on my podcast yesterday. I
heard you.
And my thing is, okay, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story. Like, how long did you have him waiting? Did you have him waiting a day? Did you have him waiting the whole weekend? Let us know. Because, I mean, whatever you leaving out don't make it sound like, it don't sound like the whole presentation that was, given to you. Because think about it. The UFC, they keep the ball rolling. I mean, they ain't got time to stop. You got somebody like Cynthia Calvillo who wants a fight date. She says, I'm fully recovered from COVID. Take me from December 12th, move me up to November 21st. I'm ready.
Right.
Okay, Lauren, that was your original opponent. Let's call Lauren up. Hey, Lauren, we got an offer for you. Okay, there's some things I don't understand. Let me sleep on it. They're gonna take that as a no.
And and I'm pretty sure, Combo, you know what I'm saying, before they called Lauren, before they offered Lauren Murphy that fight, that they had heard from Katlyn Chookagian's team saying that Katlyn wants to get right back in there, dude, right back in there. So I'm pretty sure when they put that fight in front of Chookagian, she did not hesitate at all. You know what I'm saying? She postponed that Valentina fight. I have to knock her for that, But Chukagian takes fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Chukagian fights, and she's a fighter, dude, and she'll fight. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like Lauren Murphy did it to herself.
Yeah, it was, because when I think about it, man, it's like, okay, what is it in the contract? Like, if you're gonna put this out on Twitter and make this whole thing public, what was it in the contract that was kind of, too big for you to just say, I can't pin it yet?
Exactly.
I can't put things down yet. So, like, I mean, because if you're gonna put that out there, you might as well tell everybody why you didn't take the fight. Because if you don't, then you're gonna be regarded as a ducker or somebody that just don't want to fight. Because every time there's been a big opportunity for her, it just seems like she's been left out in, well, not for her, she's just been left out in the cold whenever it's talked about title shots. It's Andrade, it's Chukagian,
right?
It's but her, while she's building up this 4-fight winning streak, there's just so many other things where it just seems to leave her out. But this was the time. To me, this was the time.
This was the time. And see, the way the division is at this time, Combo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, like, if you're a 125er that's been at 125, you have to take fights, because these girls from these other divisions are gonna get put ahead of you if you don't take those fights. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fight Alexa Grasso, if you don't fight Cynthia Calvillo, if you don't fight Jessica Andrade, you're gonna get looked over. Period. You're gonna get looked over if you don't fight those girls. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason that these girls are getting these big opportunities in this weight class, because people feel like y'all ain't good enough. And for Lauren Murphy to say that kind of further proves that point. They're like, okay, well, she's not ready for this. She's not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? She's not ready for it. So now the question is, Combo, who does Lauren Murphy fight?
Oh, we all know that now. Hey, all roads are leading to Jessica Andrade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Look, December 12th, that's that last date you had. You need to tell the UFC right now, okay, I missed that opportunity. Let me get my December 12th date back. I want Jessica Andrade. Simple as that. No easy fights. You don't get nothing easy right now. You could have got this Cynthia Calvillo fight. Jessica Andrade is right here for you.
Oof. I'm gonna share a theory with you that John from Bloody Canvas said, but for the meantime, let's talk about the Andrade. Let's talk about Andrade, Lauren Murphy. You think that that's the way that the UFC will go?
That's the way I think they're going. I think they're going to give her that now because she didn't take that date, and they're going to put that roadblock up in front of her to not get a title shot or to not fight a fighter ranked below top 10. Like, they're not going to give anybody below top 10. They're going to say, look, if you want to get that title shot now, you're probably going to have to fight Jessica Andrade on December 12th or 10th, whatever that date was. She said, yeah.
The 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So what do you think? So how do you think that fight goes? That's the question. Because Lauren Murphy, Murphy, as much as a whiner as Lauren Murphy is, Lauren Murphy can fight.
I've been studying this, man, because like me just going right in when I saw size, I was going to say, okay, Lauren Murphy's not getting slammed, not getting taken down. But then you got to go back and look at what Sarge did to Lauren Murphy.
Okay.
Watch that fight. Look what Sarge was able to do to Lauren Murphy and win that fight when they fought. So I think style-wise, Jessica Andrade is all physical. Like I said, Jessica Andrade, I cannot give her credit for I got to give her credit for her heart, but technical, her technical skills not there, but I got to give her credit for her physical brute strength. Like, it's like no other. So Jessica Andrade meeting Lauren Murphy in the middle, it's going to be an explosion, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because Lauren Murphy gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Marcus Bell, I get what you're saying. Like, you saying that because you feel some kind of way about how stupid of a decision that was for her to fight, for her to turn away that fight with Cynthia Calvillo. But listen, man, Lauren Murphy is a big flyweight. Okay, like when Lauren Murphy said, when I learned that Lauren Murphy was going to be on the Ultimate Fighter at Flyweight. I was like, okay, Lauren Murphy is big as hell. Like, Lauren Murphy is going to 125 pounds. And every single fight that Lauren Murphy is in, she just looked big as hell. You know what I'm saying? But John from Bloody Canvas, you know, he was actually thinking that his theory was that Andrade would be waiting in the wings for the winner of Shevchenko Maya. He was like, he said he believes that the UFC is going to keep Andrade on hand in case Valentina finishes Lauren Murphy early. I mean, finishes Jennifer Maya quick and takes no damage. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, if she can dispatch of Jennifer Maya, you know what I'm saying, then boom, we'll make Shevchenko Andrade for the belt. And then he was thinking, he was like, well, what does that put Lauren Murphy? And he went down the list. He went all the way down the list. And he said the two people that he think that are not booked, two fighters that are not booked, that are ranked, that he thinks could fight Lauren Murphy would be he thinks the biggest one, the one that the only fighter that's ranked not fighting and winning is Jillian Robertson. And he was like, dude, he said the UFC, he said this would be a great time for the UFC to throw Jillian Robertson a bone or to try to just put another win under Lauren Murphy's belt. And I said, huh. What do you think about that combo?
That's interesting too, because believe me, like, I honestly don't feel like Jessica Andrade has to fight anybody else. Like, if she wants to wait, I respect that because she's earned it. She came in and made that. She made that that big wave nobody else could do. So if they let her stay in the wing and just wait for the winner of this title fight, that's fine. But at the same time, I feel like with Lauren Murphy on the moves she's been making, they might actually try to feed her to Jessica Andrade just to make Jessica Andrade look better and make her look bad and try to find a way to get her out. Because think about it, if I listened to this too, Lauren Murphy at her post-fight conference, you know, she was saying, hey, I got no issues making flyweight. But at the same time, she said, you know, I got a good diet plan, you know, people helping her out with meals to get down to 125. But at the same time, she said, I was kind of sick of making that weight because it sounded like it's getting harder for her. So they probably still have a little bit of faith that Jessica Andrade could get her out of there. Because if they let her fight somebody like Jillian Robertson and she used her veteran skills and her strength to still overpower Jillian Robertson, then we still got to deal with Lauren Murphy. She's still right back where we ain't moving her up, but we ain't moving her down, but she's gonna be right back where she started, and we're gonna be right back where we started. So we can't get rid of her. So I think that they would go the Andrade route for they would Jillian Robertson, unless Jillian Robertson called for that fight. If Jillian Robertson really wanted, then they'll give it to her, I think.
Yeah, what that's what I was saying. I was saying that I think that they would go more with the Andrade route because Andrade versus Murphy is a good damn fight. I mean, think about it. That's a damn good fight. I think they would do that before Jillian. But I said if Jillian Robertson starts calling out Lauren Murphy, you know what I'm saying? Like if Jillian Robertson just starts savagely calling out Lauren Murphy on social media, you know what I'm saying? They would make that fight. That's a classic 5 versus 12, like John said. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe that. I believe they would definitely, like, if she keep on calling, they would definitely give it to her.
Right. Like they'd be like, yo, Lauren Murphy, you know what? Beat Jillian Robertson and we'll give you a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Stop the number 12 who's been tearing her way through the division. Stop the number 12 fighter and we'll give you a damn title shot. You know what I'm saying? But for Jillian Robertson, if they were to make that fight and Jillian Robertson goes in there and finishes Lauren Murphy, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you definitely have Robertson versus Calvillo. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of things that could go on at 125 pounds. But somebody in the comment section said, can we speak on Maya Valentina because so many people are doubting Maya? I think she has a chance. What do you think, Combo? Cedric said that.
It really depends on what she's bringing to the table. Like, is she just going to bring boxing? or is she going to go in there and try to make it physical? Because in my opinion, like I told my channel, I told everybody I was going to go back and do like a quick round by round throwback fight to Valentina versus Pena.
Okay.
And you know, I feel like Pena was doing a good job in that fight, and she was winning that fight.
She was winning that fight. She was convincingly winning that fight.
Yeah, and I felt like a lot of the keys that she was doing in that fight, that's what Jennifer Maia has to do. And I don't know if Jennifer Maia got that type of strength to do that, but at the same time,
Valentina, that's the most damage.
Yeah.
Other than the first, I think that's the most damage I've seen Valentina take.
Yeah, and that's the most. That's one of the first times I've seen her look uncomfortable for a moment, but at the same time, I could see her thinking, which makes her a level above the rest. Like I could see her thinking in there, and at the same time, you gotta have variety. Like what Pena was doing in there, which I'll break down later. It was impressive, but it needed to be some change there. So Jennifer Maia, she's gonna have to have different gears, man. Like she's gonna have to switch it up. Like if being physical is working for a while, you got to switch it up. You can't go into the clinch for her for like a whole round and not expect Valentina not to make an adjustment. So
right.
I don't know, man. Like right now, I don't see her as like a big threat. You know, I'm giving her all the credit for taking the fight, but I don't know. What do you think, BJ?
I mean, I think Jennifer Maia, man, I think she slid right in and took that fight with Joanne Calderwood. Yeah. She knew she would beat Joanne Calderwood. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew, like, okay, if Joanne wants to fight me, I'm gonna beat her fucking ass and I'm gonna fight Valentina Shevchenko. You know, and see, to me, what I'm starting to see now, and I'm seeing this across women's MMA combo. Now you tell me if I'm wrong, dude. And I'm seeing it in Bellator at 145, and now I'm seeing it at 125. I'm seeing girls that want to fight these people who have been put on these pedestals, you know what I'm saying, as the greatest. You know, Cyborg has been the greatest. Arlene Blencowe didn't bat an eyelash, you know what I'm saying, at signing the contract to fight Chris Cyborg. She lost the fight, but she didn't. Nothing was holding her back from taking that fight. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was holding back Julia Budd from taking that fight with Chris Cyborg, and nothing's gonna hold the next girl back that fights Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? And Jennifer Maia didn't bat a fucking eyelash when she beat Joanne Calderwood, and she was ready to step in there and she was ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Calvillo is ready to step in there right now and fight Valentina Shevchenko. Andrade is ready to step in there right now and fight Valentina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? And Jennifer Maia is also ready to do it. So, you know, like you can't knock that gameness. The gameness of Jennifer Maia is respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like I like when a fighter is game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love that. You know what I'm saying? But Jennifer Maia is just gonna have to figure it out. She's gonna have to figure out how to beat Valentina Shevchenko. She has the chance. Hopefully she doesn't fluke her chance like Jessica I did, like Katlyn Chookagian did. You know what I'm saying? Like Joanne Calderwood was getting ready to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm picking Valentina, of course, to win the fight, but you know, I'm expecting to see some craftiness from Jennifer Maia. I'm curious to see what approach Jennifer Maia. I'm curious to see what approach all of these girls are going to take against Valentina, but I want to see what Maia is going to do.
You know, I love JoJo, but I was really like just impressed.
JoJo was about to get starched.
I was really impressed how Jennifer Maia was just able to put some nice tricky hands on her and just showcase like great boxing in there. That's what I'm saying. Like if Jennifer Maia has that gear in her to say, I'm not going to respect you just because you got a title shot coming up, or if she goes in this Valentina fight, so I'm not going to respect you because you're a champion. You know, there's a certain level you got to respect. You have to show the champion, but at the same time, you have to see it as you got something I want, and I'm going to take it. So Jennifer Maia has to have that gear, and I think it's going to really just come down to her having to disrespect Valentina's game in some ways, you know.
You can't go out there and fight Valentina's fight. Jennifer Maia has to fight. See, that's the thing. Like, you can't fight Valentina's fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go into a fight with a fighter as high level as Valentina Shevchenko when you're not on that level. When Valentina fought Joanna Jacek can stand and trade in front of Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Joanna can do that. Amanda Nunes can do that. You know what I'm saying? Holly can do that. Even though Holly got beat, Holly can do that. You know what I'm saying? But Jessica, I can't do that. You know, these girls, Liz Carmouche couldn't do that. Like, these girls can't. These girls have tried to do that instead of fighting their own fight. You know, right. What I'm saying? And when I say fighting their own fight, that's part of the reason why I say, you know what I'm saying, if Jillian Robertson were to go into a fight with Valentina Shevchenko and Jillian was to fight her fight and Jillian was to control the fight like she controls every other fight that she's in, you know what I'm saying, Jillian fought her fight, it would be her night all night long. You know what I'm saying? Even though Valentina is as good as she is, styles make matchups. Yeah. You know? So the confidence level of Jennifer Maia, she just has to go in here, man, high confidence, and she just has to fight her fight. That's the only way she gets it done. That's the only way Jennifer Maia gets it done.
Okay. So, what do you feel about this? Marcus said you can't rush Valentina either.
No, you can't rush Valentina, man, because she's an expert counter striker. Like Valentina is an expert counter striker, man. She the way she was counter punching Holly Holm, dude, it was just. And then she started doing it to Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? She was doing it to Joanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the counter strike, and she's lightning fast too. You know, it's like Valentina is like when her punches land flush, man. It's not quite knockout power, but it's not like pitter patter either. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got sting behind her punches. You know what I'm saying? So Jennifer Maia, man, she's just gonna have to be in there. I'm curious to see training. I want to see some training footage from Maia. See how Maia's looking. You know what I'm saying? I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see how she's looking. I ain't seen nothing on Maia.
Yeah, I hope she's just going in there training, and I hope it is like some next level stuff that she's really working on, because I know a lot of people, they were going into this kind of underestimating her, but they got to look at her resume too. You know, she's been an Invicta champion. You know, she's held this record before, so I think she knows at what level she has to get to. But the only question is, will she be able to execute it? You know.
And Jennifer Maia is game. Like, these girls don't intimidate Jennifer Maia. You know what I'm saying? She's a veteran in her own right. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's dominated other promotions. She's been champion. She's had gold. Like you said, she's had belts. Well, she's had titles before. You know what I'm saying? Like, Valentina is another good fighter to Jennifer Maia. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, for me, I felt like Jessica Al was trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, make herself believe that she was ready to fight Valentina Shevchenko by doing all the little antics and shit that she did. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Maia, on the other hand, is a true fighter. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna go into this fight, man, and she's gonna fight. So we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, you got to think too. Like, I'm looking at her resume now. You beat Vanessa Porto and you beat Roxanne Modafferi twice.
Right.
That says something about you, because you got to think, like, Roxanne, if you can beat her and kind of crack her code and not fight her fight, then that pretty much kind of tells you have an IQ. You know what I mean? That is impressive.
Yeah, so, Roxanne, man, Roxanne's still in it, dude. She's still going.
Yeah.
Roxanne's still going.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be an interesting fight. Like I said, she just got to come to the table with Gordon here. He said, what do you think about this? Andrea Lee has every right to demand a Lauren Murphy rematch. All 12 MMA media outlets agree Lee won.
I think Andrea Lee won that fight too.
Yeah.
I think she won that fight too. That was a banger fight though. But that's the thing, you can't fight that kind of fight with Lauren Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fight that kind of fight with Lauren Murphy, because she can come out on the right end of those fights, because that's her style. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dangerous type of fight to fight with somebody like Lauren Murphy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I did a post fight on that, and like I said, you know, I was going for Lauren to beat Andrea because I'm not an Andrea Lee fan, but I still had to be honest to say Andrea Lee had won that fight. You know, I mean, she won it off a very good jab in that fight. You know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Cedric says, Cedric C, yes sir. My channel is No Filter MMA. He says, I love Valentina. She's holding up the spot. She's been champ for so long. Same with Nunes. How does Megan do against Nunes? Listen, man. I've said this about Megan Anderson. Since Amanda Nunes became the champion at 145 pounds. Listen, Megan Anderson is if they stand in that, listen, dude, if they're standing at distance, Amanda Nunes is at a significant disadvantage if she is standing at range with Megan Anderson. Like, I mean, Amanda Nunes is great, y'all. Like, she's great. She's one of the best, if not the best, women's mixed martial artist of all time. You know what I'm saying? But standing at range with somebody like with an anomaly like Megan Anderson, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, Megan Anderson can put you to sleep. Megan Anderson can put you to sleep with one shot. She can put anybody to sleep with one shot. Amanda Nunes is really going to have to, you know what I'm saying, to get this fight to the ground and dominate Megan Anderson on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because as we saw in the Jermaine Durandame fight, you know what I'm saying? You got when you standing at range, when Amanda Nunes is standing at range with somebody who is pinpoint, has a longer reach than her for one, and is a pinpoint accurate striker. Like, Amanda Nunes does not do well with that type of fighter. She does good with those scrappy fighters that don't have really good hands, like Misha, Ronda, Felicia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she's beat better girls than that, but you know what I'm saying? Those are the girls you really see her piece the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Megan Anderson, on the other hand, dude, this fight is tricky, combo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to spoil the party, but this fight is a hard fight to call.
Yeah, I think that all around the better fighter is definitely Megan Anderson, but Nunes. But I think when it comes to striking, the bread and butter goes to Megan Anderson. That's her game. So if she's able to utilize any type of range in this fight early, and if she's able to really work on her takedown defense going into this fight and keep it standing, if she can in any type of way keep Nunes on the end of her punches, then yeah, it could be a short night for Nunes too. But
that's why I call Megan an anomaly, because Megan is so big and so long, dude.
Yeah.
And you would think that those fighters are not quite as powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, because their arms are so long. But Megan snaps at the end of her punches just like Amanda Nunes does.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. It looks slow and weird and awkward coming from Megan Anderson, because that punch that she knocked out Norma Dumont with, that punch was ugly. You know, but Megan Anderson can put you out. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to diminish that fact just because she's fighting Amanda Nunes. No, Megan Anderson can put anybody out.
Yeah.
She can put anybody out.
Yeah, she got that type of power. That's the one thing I say, okay, if Megan has improved since Holly Holm taking her down, if she can make some improvements there and really use her strength to stay on her feet, then yeah, it'll be an interesting fight, man. Because I say, precision punching goes to Megan Anderson all the way.
Yeah. So I'm just curious to see what approach Megan's gonna take, man, because Megan's gonna train hard for this fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Megan Anderson, one thing about Megan Anderson that you can't say Megan don't work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, Megan trains her fucking ass off. And we've seen improvements in Megan's jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it when she submitted Zara Dos Santos. You know, even though it was Zara Dos Santos, she locked that shit up pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Megan locked that shit up pretty damn quick. But
I think the sad part about it is, like, I feel like she don't have room to evolve because it's not really a featherweight division. You know, every fight she going to is a big fight.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say, man. I was getting ready to say, speaking about 145, how do you feel about Danielle Wolf? What does she bring to 145, bro?
Honestly, man, I just think she just brings the hype that Dana White wants. I mean, really, 1-0. I mean, come on. I mean, that's all I gotta say, everybody. You know, even like
1-0. Well, who do you think she fights, bro? Who does she fight at 145? Like, who's going to be her first fight in the UFC? Felicia. I hope they don't put her in there with Felicia Spencer, bro.
Look, please don't. I was just about to change the question. Who does she beat? Who does she beat at 145? Like, who can she beat to build up her height? Like, there is no top 15. So, like, the next person she'll probably fight is Zara dos Santos.
Well, I heard a little rumor, Combo. Mm-hmm. I heard a little rumor. Don't know how true it is. It was from a guy on Twitter, and I screenshot it as well. So I think I screenshotted it and saved it. But someone said that Danielle Wolf wanted to fight Macy. Said something to Macy Xiaonan.
I was just about to say that would be a good fight. Yes.
Like it, and Macy responded and said that that she was open. She's always been open to 145. Like, she's told the UFC that she would fight at 145. And Danielle Wolf said, I think, she said Macy Xiaonan is a good matchup. And I'm like, whoa, like, listen, Danielle Wolf. Like Macy Xiaonan will get in there and knock your ass the fuck out. Like, that's what I'm trying. Like, I don't understand why she wouldn't call out like Zara dos Santos or Norma Dumont, but she called out Macy Xiaonan, bro.
No. You called her out. Look, Macy at 145 is different than Macy at 135. Okay, Macy at 145 has full. What's the best way to say it? She has full control over her body in that fight. Like, she was flat at bantamweight. Mm-hmm. I say it over and over in videos, so if they need to hear that, they need to hear that. But Macy needs to be at 145. That's where she's more powerful.
Right.
So you taking on somebody like that, Danielle Wolf, then you'll be getting cut sooner than you think.
I'm telling you, I'm like, wait a minute. Macy Xiaonan, like, whoa, dude. But anyways, that would be a good fight though, but I don't know what she brings, man. I gotta see what she does. But back to the Megan Anderson thing, man, for sure, man. Megan Anderson has a chance of winning this fight. She has a chance of beating Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Amanda Nunes is gonna be a landslide favorite, of course. But Megan Anderson is I mean, an upset is very possible. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Megan Anderson goes in there and knocks out Amanda Nunes. I would not be surprised. I said Marcus. I'm looking at Marcus Bell's comment. Mm-hmm. Combo, I would not be surprised if that happened.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the only way I can see her winning. And it's like, if she lands anything that like Jermaine Durandame had landed in a couple of the rounds when her and Nunes fought, then I think it would more so be a lot deadly. It'd be more deadly because Megan has more pop, in my opinion. She has more pop. So all it takes is really one shot to change the course of a fight for Megan. Especially, like, you see how she finished some of these girls in Invicta, like in the first.
Yes, dude. Yes. Girls who try to stand and bang with Megan Anderson. You know what I'm saying? And if Amanda Nunes, she's gonna have to get this fight to the ground. She's gonna have to get this fight to the ground. Like she can't. I just don't see it looking good for Amanda taking any clean. Like, she can't take one clean flush shot from Megan, let alone a barrage of strikes from Megan Anderson. But I mean, one clean flush shot, man, it can hurt, because she put Norma Dumont down. I think she only hit Norma one time.
It was like one time, yeah.
I think she may have jabbed Norma, and then she boom, and Norma was out.
Yeah, like the finishing blow just took one hit. That's why I was like, Megan got the power. She got the equalizer, bro.
I'm telling you, man, like, that's a scary girl. And even when I interviewed Leah Letson a while back, who, by the way, is on her road back to the octagon.
Okay.
Leah Letson said, they fought on the same card one night in Invicta. And, Megan was like, Leah said she was kind of, they kind of sized each other up in the elevator. They were both in their fight gear, featherweights. And they kind of, that's the night that Letson knocked out Elizabeth Phillips with that head kick and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same night Megan finished Charmaine Tweed. I think they both went out and got finishes that night. And said that she was like Megan is. She's even Leah Letson said it. She was like, "Yo, Megan Anderson is big and whatnot." He was like, "She's a big girl. Like she's a big girl." I was like, "Yeah, she is a big girl. She's a big girl."
Hey, that's what you got to say. Shout out to Holly and Felicia, what they were able to do with that girl. You know,
right? Yeah, straight up.
You know,
but I've heard the same thing about Felicia Spencer though. When people be like, "Yo, Felicia Spencer is big. Like that's a big girl."
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like Felicia, because everybody was saying like, can Felicia make 135 if she shreds? And people was like, yo, y'all must ain't never seen Felicia Spencer in person. Like Felicia Spencer is a big girl. Like she's big. She ain't making 135.
No, she ain't.
Like, no.
Like you saw what it did to Macy. I mean, Macy's like a very slim woman, but like her squeezing down flattened her out. Imagine what it's going to do to Felicia, you know?
Yeah, man. She definitely should be fighting. Let's look at these comments. It says, thoughts from Mallory Martin, Marina Rodriguez, Kay Hansen, Emily Whitmire, Maida Shitara, and Poliana Viana.
What is your thoughts on a few of them?
Mallory Martin. I mean, Mallory Martin is good. She's good. I've only seen a couple of her fights. Marina Rodriguez. That's the girl that Carla Esparza beat up, ain't it?
Yeah, Carla. Yeah, and she had a draw.
Yeah, she's good. Marina Rodriguez is good. What you got to do is just get the cardio together. You know what I'm saying? Because her striking is good, but being in there, having cardio issues, and being in there with a high level wrestler like Carla Esparza, like that was a bad matchup for her. Like that really was a bad matchup for Marina Rodriguez. And Carla took some shots, but Carla kept getting those takedowns, man, over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Because Marina Rodriguez was tired and she was outclassed. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else. Kay Hansen. I've said what I said.
Marcus Kay Hansen. He says,
yeah, like Kay Hansen is now, dude. Listen, I'm telling y'all, Kay Hansen gonna get beat up at 115. Listen, guys, the way she fought Ji-Yeon Frey is ass. You know what I'm saying? But Kay Hansen, listen, even if Kay Hansen fought Mackenzie Dern, listen, I'm telling y'all, Mackenzie Dern would piece Kay Hansen robotic ass the fuck up, and y'all know it. They know the combo.
I call Dern by knockout over Kay Hansen.
Bruh, like if she got in there with Angela Hill or even Randa Marcos or who was I thinking? Marina Rodriguez, dude. Those girls would piece her up, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Like Mackenzie Dern's hands look. I don't know why. Like the first person I think of that would kick her ass is Mackenzie Dern, but I'm thinking about how powerful and how fast Mackenzie Dern throws her hands. Like when she was fighting Hannah Cyphers, man. Like the little bit of exchanges that they had were very sharp and very fast by Mackenzie Dern. Like Mackenzie Dern would piece Kay Hansen ass up, yo. She gonna get beat up in the UFC. I'm sorry.
It's no question about it, because like, look, whenever they announced that fight, Kay Hansen versus Ji-Yeon Frey, I was like, wait a minute, how'd they get to the UFC? I was like, this feels like I gotta see from her, man. Like, look, Kay Hansen, I give her credit off of the heart and her guts to take fights, but I'm like, you're only like 19 or 20. Like, there's no need to rush into the UFC. Like, you're not ready. Like, Erin Blanchfield has a win over. And like, there's a couple fights where like she was busted up and bloody, but she came back to win. But that tells you, like, if you go to the UFC levels, like when you're busted up and bloody, you're getting taken out. You know, there's no, like, I mean,
bro, those girls are going to hurt Kay Hansen, bro. I'm telling you, Kay Hansen gonna get hurt, bro. Yeah. Like she gonna get like she's like the Priscilla Cachoeira of 115 versus Valentina. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like girls are gonna beat her ass like that, bro.
Catching strikes with your face is not good,
dude. I'm telling you, man. Like those powerful girls, when you even like, okay, let's say for instance, they put her in there with Felice Herrig. You know, Felice Herrig gonna knock that girl out, bro.
Oh man, come on, yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, man. I just don't think that she's gonna do well. Emily Whitmire. I like Emily Whitmire, man.
Yeah, I like Emily.
I do, man. I like Spitfire Whitmire. I do, man. I like her a lot. She, even though she got savagely submitted by Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that was probably the nastiest armbar I think I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jillian Robertson savagely submitted Emily Whitmire, and Emily Whitmire has got some wins in the UFC. And she takes some L's, man. She got beat up. Didn't Amanda Ribas beat her up?
Yeah, I was actually, kind of on the fence. I like Ribas, but I've been riding with Emily long since I've seen her and known her. But yeah, she got submitted too. She got submitted 2 times in a row. Matter of fact, man.
Right.
Like damn.
Yeah.
Poliana submitted her last.
All right, let me see. He says Shitara. Oh, Maida Bueno Silva, man. Maida Bueno Silva, she's got some she submitted Jillian Robertson. You know, like Silva, if you go to the ground with Silva, man, you in a lot of trouble. And Jillian Robertson went to the ground, took her down, man, and got reversed and got locked up in the armbar, dude. So I mean, you got to be careful going on the ground with her. And Poliana Viana, man, she's kind of similar to Marina Rodriguez, man. She doesn't have much of a ground game because that Jillian Robertson made that look easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made it easy to beat her. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, those are all girls that got to do some improvement.
Like, I honestly think that Poliana, matter of fact, I think Poliana may have been on the way of getting cut. She had lost like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Hannah Cyphers, that was one fighter that I remember that beat her. And I think JJ Aldrich had beat her, but
no, you talking about I thought he was talking about Poliana Battaglia. You talking about Poliana Viana?
Yeah, Viana.
My bad.
Viana. Yeah, she's kind of slept on. You know what I mean? She kind of be, people kind of sleep on her, but yeah, she was on almost her way out, but she bounced back with that Emily Whitmire win.
Yeah,
and her hands are. She has a better ground game. Yeah, she has a better ground game. She's the opposite. She can get struck. I mean, she can get out struck. I mean, her hands aren't there. She don't have a hand game.
Yeah. Let's see. Will Antonina ever live up to her sister? And I think Lipsky and Robertson has potential. What takes so long for Carla and Felice to get a fight? Yeah, that's a good question, man. Carla's been picking up the activity lately, but Felice, she was out with that injury, and then she got beat up. Antonina ever live up to her sister? Combo, what you think about that question? Will Antonina ever be as good as Valentina?
I don't think so, man. Like, I think, they're just 2 different type of fighters. They're just 2 different type of people. I mean, she just can't live in the shadow of her sister. And I think that at her age now, like, I don't ever see her evolving into what Valentina is, because I think they just have 2 different levels of discipline and objectives on what they want in the sport. And I think her being in this division, it kind of makes her live in the shadow of her sister.
Yeah.
So I think she would be better at 135, and Antonina at 135 might give her a new outlook to say, I got this whole division to play with and kind of, make my own lane,
Yeah.
Like, you see them together all the time, but I mean, you never know how people feel, you never really know how they might feel on that level. Like, they might feel cool and cruise control when they're in the same division as a sister, but it might let a monster out if she move up to 135.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she got a lot of tough fights up there if she do go, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of grapplers at 135, a lot of well-rounded fighters at 135.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like, if she was to run into like a Kunitskaya or something like that, man, somebody who could take her down and beat her on the ground, that's gonna be hard. But Lipsky and Robertson, yeah, I've always threw Lipsky in the conversation. I think Lipsky has the potential, man, and she's learning and she's evolving. She's come a long way with her ground game, man, and she's using that ground game to her advantage. What she's learned, she's using it to her advantage. She beat up the Padua on the ground. You know what I'm saying? She beat up say what?
The violence queen.
Yeah, and then she submitted. Who was it that she submitted? Was it Luana Carolina?
Yeah.
She submitted with the knee bar. Like, she's using it. You know what I'm saying? So, and Lipsky got that. She's got power, man. You know what I'm saying? She's got power in her strikes. She's a solid striker. Lipsky has a lot of potential. And Jillian Robertson, man, I've been saying Jillian Robertson. Of course, everybody knows how I feel about Jillian Robertson. If you like Jillian Robertson, then subscribe to No Filter MMA. Straight up like that. But yeah, man, I think Robertson has the tools to do it, man. I think she does for sure.
And what did he say? Okay, let's see. Was Cypher's? Oh no, I think Hannah Cypher's beats Kay Hansen. Shoot, she never got the hands to do it, but I don't know if we ever see that level up for her to actually do it, Marcus. Marina Renault, what's the old lady doing? And Liviana Souza's out for some reason. Did you know Liviana was out? I thought Liviana had a fight coming up.
I thought she had a fight coming up too. I have to look into that. I have to see. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about that. Marina Renault. Marina Renault lost her last fight.
Yeah, she lost her last fight.
She lost her last few fights. I don't know.
Let's see. Amanda Lemos is decent, and Rebus will smoke Waterson. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of Angela Hill. I wish she go to Bellator or something. Hey, Angela Hill's holding the ground. I mean, she's doing something. Matter of fact, that's what I was going to tell you earlier, BJ. Like, Lauren Murphy, she talks about getting the raw end of the deal, but like, she just don't know. Like, Angela Hill gets a raw end with a lot of things, but she's kind of making like, what do you say? She's making lemonade out of lemons.
Right.
So, if anything, Lauren Murphy really needs to follow her blueprint on what she's doing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because Angela Hill she game and she goes in there and she fights. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauren Murphy do a lot of complaining. Like you don't hear Angela Hill complain really ever. You hear Angela Hill make a statement and then she leaves it at that, and then she moves on and starts talking about her next fight. You know, like you hear a lot of complaining and whining from Lauren Murphy, man, and that's just who Lauren Murphy. We saw that on Tough. We saw how Lauren Murphy is on Tough. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
So let's see. Antonina wants to be her own person. Yeah, okay. What does Cast Iron Casey need to do to change her game? What do you think she needs to do?
Courtney Casey, she gets frustrated, man. She gets frustrated easy in fights. You know, like she does, dude. Because she was mad as hell when she fought Jillian Robertson. Because she was saying, you know, before the fight, you know what I'm saying? She was saying, you know, oh, Jillian, you know, I'm expecting a quick finish over Jillian Robertson. And, you know, Poliana Batalla said the same thing. I'm expecting a quick finish. And they think they're going to go in here and finish the girls like Jillian Robertson, you know what I'm saying? And the minute that Courtney Casey knew that she couldn't dominate Jillian, she started getting frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just working and doing what she could to avoid the takedowns. You know what I'm saying? She was getting frustrated and hollering at her corner and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just think she needs to. I think Courtney's had too many fights to still do that. I just think she needs to calm down and just fight. You know what I'm saying? Because fighters like Jillian, man, Jillian going in there calm. She's very zen in the octagon. You know what I'm saying? And I think Courtney Casey could really benefit from that.
Yeah. It's not a time to argue with your corner. You know, when you're in a fight, you might as well just like focus on the fight. Cedric said, y'all tripping. Angela Hill complains the most about her recent losses. I mean, she got good reason to complain. She won them fights. You know, she's beat Claudia, in my opinion. And Angela Hill, though she complains, she answers that phone.
Right.
You know, she answers that phone. Whenever that phone rings, she's answering. That's kind of what Lauren needed to do in her situation. Why do you think Angela Hill got, like, in my opinion, Angela Hill's 4-0 this year?
Right.
Really, I mean, she's 2-2, but she's really 4-0, but she's been answering that phone.
She got robbed in that Claudia Gadelha fight, man.
Yeah.
She got robbed, dude. Like, Angela Hill got robbed. I was like, damn, like, just blatant robbery. And Claudia Gadelha, man, them judges love her for some reason, dude. Like, what is it? I think Angela lost to Cedric said, I think Angela lost to Claudia. And how did you think she lost to Claudia in that fight? Dude? Like, how can you watch that fight and say Claudia Gadelha won that fight? Yeah, you need to rewatch that, dude. She was piecing Claudia Gadelha ass up.
Yeah.
The whole fight.
Yeah, Cedric, I broke both of those fights down. I mean, you can go back and hear the videos I did, or you go back and watch the fight. But yeah, I say Angela Waterson fight was closer, but the Claudia fight was all Angela, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, I thought it was all Angela too. You know, Angela got stung a couple of times in that fight, but man, she was winning that fight for sure. She was winning that fight. It was like, you know, as much as I love Montana De La Rosa, it was like giving Montana De La Rosa that fight against Adarujo.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that would have been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, she lost that fight. So,
but yeah, man, we've been on here like an hour. Let's see, was there anything else about the flyweight division was in your mind, BJ?
No, man, it's just a lot of interesting stuff to come at flyweight. A lot of interesting fights, man. Flyweight is shaping up, man. I like flyweight. It's becoming very competitive. I'm starting to really like Chukagian. To see Chukagian, just the way when I didn't have a dog in the fight when I went into the Andrade and Chukagian fight, man. And when I seen the way Chukagian, I was like, oh, like soon as she came out, soon as the fight started, I was like, okay, Chukagian here to fight. You know what I'm saying? And the way she, knowing how dangerous Gadelha is, the way Chukagian approached that fight, man, like, you know what I'm saying? She was just moving forward, man. I just think I'm really rooting for Chukagian to hold on to her spot at the top of the division. Like yeah. I am. I really am rooting for her to hold on to her spot at the top of the division.
Yeah, I think right now, 125, we can really thank fighters like Jessica, Caitlin, and Cynthia for really shaking it up now. Because I think since they all kind of been messing with the rankings, all these other fighters like, oh man, I want a shot now. They starting to see it's like getting live now. So, it's all or nothing. Like you see everybody's matched up just about in the top 10. I mean, JoJo and Jessica, Roxanne and Vivian, so everybody's trying to get a piece of it now. So I'm glad that everybody's shaking it up though.
Yeah.
Thanks to those three, really.
Yeah, for sure. Robert Henry says, but that last De La Rosa fight wasn't even close at all. So that was a bad example to you. Listen, Robert Henry, listen. Now you listen. Montana De La Rosa took that loss, but she fought hard in that fight and she'll be back. She'll be back. Stop playing. Montana's only lost 2 fights in the UFC. You act like she's lost 4 or 5 fights. Chill out. She lost 2 fights. Chill. You wait till she got a fight book. I'm gonna make videos just for you, Robert Henry. You think you're a savage? I'll show you a savage.
Oh, he gonna change. Yeah, he gonna change from Superman to Clark Kent. He was back to Robert Henry right there.
You already know.
Don't bring out the savage, bro. He gonna come here.
Shit, don't be coming for De La Rosa now. But yeah, man, I'm done, bro. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say.
All right, cool, man. Well, yeah, thanks. Gotta thank you for coming on again, man. And before you bounce, so just let everybody know where they can follow you and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Follow me on Twitter at No Filter MMA and on YouTube, No Filter MMA, guys. Go over, hit that subscribe button. Also subscribe to Bloody Canvas. I'm officially partnered with those guys. So check us out, guys. Absolutely. Have a good night, people.
Cool. And y'all know where to follow me at. Y'all just make sure y'all subscribe here. If y'all haven't, y'all listening in the chat, just hit the subscribe. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Absolutely.
But we always be doing this. We be chopping it up. I come over there, BJ. You come back over here, bro.
Absolutely, dude. You already know it.
All right, y'all. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So yeah, I'm Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.
Peace.